with Bjornsson, with Shaw and Berg 4 points. Hollins and Charlet are well positioned in joint fifth, but Eddie Hall has some work to do if he's to make the top five. Next up for us, it's a real crowd favourite. It's back to Venice Beach for the keg toss, where our commentators Martin and Colin are ready for the action.
Ready indeed, and there is a change to the keg toss this year. The bar has been raised. It's now at 4.9 metres, 16 feet. 8 kegs ranging from 17 to 24 kilos. 24 kilos, just under 4 stone. And that's the equivalent of throwing them clear over the top of a double-decker bus. It is quite some height. So, good event so far for a couple of Englishmen. Terry Holland's 6 completed kegs over the bar. And Eddie Hall trying to rescue his competition. Bounces one off the back plate, but he gets 6 as well. Tied in second place. But the dark horse of the contest, perhaps Mike Burke. 8 kegs. He has the lead. 28.94, the salient detail here, because we can expect our giants to get 8 over as well. Well, 3 athletes remaining and no surprises if you guessed that they are the reigning champion, the outgoing champion, and the man who was 3rd on the podium last year. Brian Shaw tied for 3rd place after the first 2 events with compatriot and training colleague Mike Burke. And Colin Bryce, he needs to match Burke here. He needs to get all 8. He's clearing a double-decker bus plus an extra story as he just rips through this. This is about speed. He doesn't doubt he's getting them over.
This is outrageous, the last one.
Oh my goodness, 16.59 seconds.
Surely that can't be beaten. That's ridiculous. He never looked back. 2 in the air at one point there.
He might as well be juggling with them. Again, the contempt that he shows for the weight is like Savickas with that axle.
16.59 from the USA.
Easy.
Brian Shaw.
Big Daddy versus Giant Haystacks time again, isn't it? The crowd are on his side.
Not done yet.
Is he smarting from those earlier defeats?
Yeah, I think it's really hurting him, and he's just pouring out emotion there after a brilliant performance, and he needed it. He really did.
Brian, that was huge. 8 kegs tossed in 16.59 seconds. Have you ever done it that quick?
No, I think last year I set the mark around 18 seconds on this, and the setup was about the same. I actually ran through keg toss a couple times at home with a 17-foot wall, so this is 16, so I knew that I'd have a lot of clearance, like with the height. So I just knew I had to do it quickly, and you know, I needed to really put some big pressure on these next 2 guys, and I don't think that that's beatable. I'm going to throw that out there. Normally I wouldn't say that, but that was really, really good. So I think the next best time after me ever is something just under 20 seconds. So, you know, if they can, they got a lot of work to do to beat that. That's all I'm going to say.
Please welcome.
Well, new height, new fastest time. He has set a new world strongman record. The question is, will it last a year or just a few minutes? These guys are tossing these kegs like they are empty. I guarantee they are not.
Bjornsson, even quicker than Shaw at the start there, flicking these again without looking backwards.
I tell you what, if I was in the crowd, I'd be taking a step back. Those are coming a long way over the top. Oh, he just clears it. Look at the time. 16:35, a quarter of a second faster. This is what we want.
Gobsmacked. Shaw is gobsmacked. We all are.
The new leader of the keg.
Well, this is the best of the best, the greatest of the greatest. This is what we want to see more of all the way through.
Well, if you hadn't have got that last keg perfectly, I mean, it just cleared the bar, and the time stops when it hits the sand. Now look at this. Some of the earlier ones, a lot of power put into them. They went way too high, but the last one, just perfect.
Oh, Fosbury flops over, but some of those landed in a different postcode.
The 3 times world strongest man, Zydrunas.
Everyone who comes out plays another trump card. 3-time champion, Professor Z, Zydrunas Savickas, can't go quicker. Can't go quicker. We're almost getting to physically impossible.